and welcome to another lecture on the novella The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. Last time we had discussed an introduction to the writer Ernest Hemingway and brief introduction and the plot of the novella. Today we shall go further and discuss the characters and the ending. First, we shall discuss the ending of the novel. The ending of the novella, The Old Man and the Sea, is profound. It encapsulates the novella's central themes of resilience and the undefeated human spirit. In the final pages of the story, Santiago returns to the shore, defeated but not broken. He lost the marlin to the relentless onslaught of the sharks. However, despite his physical and emotional exhaustion, he emerges from his struggle with a sense of dignity and pride, and it reaffirms his belief in the importance of courage and perseverance. When Santiago arrives at the shore, he is met by Manolin, the young boy who admires and respects him. Manolin is deeply moved by Santiago's struggle and he offers his support. There is a deep, enduring bond between these two characters, and Santiago's reunion with Manolin highlights the importance of human connection and companionship and underscores the theme of solidarity and mutual respect. As Santiago hauls his skiff onto the beach, he reflects on his journey and the lessons that he has learned along the way. While he fails to bring the marlin back to the shore intact, he finds solace in the knowledge that he fought bravely and he remained true to his principles. He finds his pride in the struggle with the fish, recognizing the struggle as a test of his strength, a test of his courage, and a test of his determination. The final scene of the novella unfolds as Santiago collapses on his bed. He is exhausted, but he is content. He dreams of the lions on the beaches of Africa, which is a recurring motif throughout the story that symbolizes his lost youth and vitality. Despite his age and physical infirmity, Santiago finds solace in his memories of the lions, drawing strength and inspiration from their majestic presence. The dream of the lions represents Santiago's enduring spirit and his refusal to be defined by his limitations. It is his longing for a sense of purpose and belonging. In the closing lines of the novel, Santiago sleeps peacefully, his hands still aching from the strain of his battle with the marlin. However, despite his physical pain and weariness, Santiago's spirit remains unbroken as he dreams of the lions and the promise of a new day. This ending leaves the reader with a sense of hope and optimism, as Santiago's resilience and determination serve as a reminder of the power of the human spirit to overcome adversity and find meaning even in failures, in life's greatest challenges. Now we shall discuss the character of Santiago, the old man, in the novella The Old Man and the Sea. Santiago is the protagonist of Ernest Hemingway's novella The Old Man and the Sea. It is a complex and compelling character whose strength and unwavering determination make him a symbol of human spirit. At the beginning of the novel, Santiago is introduced as an aging fisherman who has fallen on hard times. Despite his advanced, despite his old age and the challenges that he faces, Santiago possesses an undefeated spirit and a deep seated sense of pride. He is determined to prove himself as a skilled fisherman once again, and he refuses to succumb to despair. Physically, he is described as old, weathered, and worn, with deep lines etched into his face from years of exposure to the sun and the sea. His hands are scarred from countless battles with fish. It is a testament to his years of experience as a fisherman. Despite his age and his weakness, Santiago possesses an inner strength and vitality that is different from his outward appearance. His relationship with the sea is central to his character. He feels a deep connection to the ocean, viewing it as both a source of sustenance and a formidable adversary. Throughout the novella, Santiago's interactions with the sea are depicted with reverence and respect, reflecting his understanding of the power and unpredictability of the sea. As Santiago embarks on his journey to catch the fish, he demonstrates remarkable perseverance and resilience. Despite encountering numerous setbacks and challenges, despite suffering from hunger, fatigue, and attacks from nature, he refuses to give up. His determination to succeed is unwavering. It is fueled by a sense of pride and self respect. Santiago's relationship with the marlin is symbolic of his broader struggle with the forces of nature and the passage of time. As he battles the giant fish, Santiago forms a deep bond with his adversary. He recognizes its strength and resilience. He even admires the marlin's beauty and majesty as he fights to overcome it. Throughout the novella, Santiago's thoughts and reflections provide insight into his character and his worldview. He is a man of few words who prefers to let his actions speak for themselves. Santiago's inner monologues reveal a sense of stoicism and acceptance, as well as a deep appreciation for the simple pleasures of life. And despite his solitary nature, Santiago is not without compassion or empathy. He demonstrates kindness and respect towards the creatures of the sea, including the marlin and the sharks that threaten his catch. Santiago's interactions with the boy, Manolin, who looks up to him as a mentor and father figure, further highlight his capacity for love and connection. Ultimately, Santiago's journey is one of self discovery. It is his redemption. Though he is unable to bring the marlin back to the shore, he emerges from his struggle with a renewed sense of dignity and purpose. His triumph over this adversity reaffirms his belief in the importance of courage and perseverance. Ultimately, this is a timeless character whose strength, resilience, and unwavering determination make him a compelling figure in literature. Through his actions and reflections, Santiago embodies the spirit of humanity. He inspires readers with his courage, with his humility and grace in the face of his challenges. Another significant, significant character is Manolin, the boy. The young boy in The Old Man and the Sea serves as a crucial supporting character who embodies the themes of loyalty, companionship, and the passing of knowledge from one generation to the next. Despite his youth, Manolin displays maturity, empathy, and a deep admiration for Santiago, the aging fisherman whom he looks up to as a mentor and father figure. Manolin's relationship with Santiago forms the emotional heart of the novella. It provides a counterpoint to the old man's solitary struggle at sea. From the beginning, it is clear that Manolin deeply cares for Santiago. He shows concern for his well being and offers his support and assistance constantly. Despite being forbidden by his mother to accompany Santiago on his fishing trips due to the old man's recent run of bad luck, Manolin still defies their wishes and he continues to visit Santiago. He helps him with his chores and he provides him with food and his companionship. Throughout the novella, Manolin demonstrates unwavering loyalty and devotion to Santiago, and he stands by his side. Despite Santiago's old age and his declining physical strength, Manolin respects and admires him for his wisdom, experience, and courage. He sees Santiago as a role model and mentor, and he aspires to emulate Santiago's skills and virtues as a fisherman. Manolin's admiration for Santiago is evident in his interactions with the old man, as he listens intently to Santiago's stories and his lessons about the sea. He eagerly absorbs Santiago's wisdom and knowledge, recognizing the value of his mentor's experience and Manolin's reverence for Santiago also reflects his deep respect for the traditions and rituals of fishing itself. His appreciation for bond between man and nature. Despite their age difference, Manolin and Santiago share a deep emotional connection that is forged through their mutual respect. Manolin's loyalty to Santiago is unwavering. He stands by him through thick and thin, offering him comfort and support in times of need. Their relationship transcends mere friendship and it evolves into a familial bond based on trust, respect, and love. Manolin's character serves as a symbol of hope and renewal in the novel. He represents the promise of youth and the continuity of life. His unwavering support for Santiago reflects his belief in the old man's resilience and strength, as well as his own determination to carry on the traditions of fishing passed down by the Santiago's generation, the generation of Santiago. And Manolin's presence in the story provides a sense of stability to Santiago's struggle, and he offers him comfort and solace in dark moments. He is a deeply compassionate and loyal character whose support for Santiago and his significance in the story embodies the themes of loyalty in companionship and the passing of knowledge from the older generation to the younger, one generation to the next. His admiration for Santiago reflects his reverence for traditions of fishing and the bond between man and nature. The next character is the Marlin. The Marlin emerges as a powerful and symbolic character. It represents strength, beauty, and the forces of nature. The fish, the marlin, is the object of Santiago's struggle, and it plays a central role in the novel. From the moment Santiago hooks the marlin, its presence looms large in the narrative. It captivates both the protagonist and the reader with its immense size and power. The marlin is described as a magnificent creature with shimmering scales and a formidable presence that commands respect and admiration. Its sheer size and strength pose a challenge to Santiago, setting the stage for an epic battle between man and beast. As Santiago struggles to reel in the marlin becomes a symbol of Santiago's strength and determination. The marlin's relentless resistance tests Santiago's physical and emotional endurance, and it pushes him to the limit of his strength and resolve. And despite the overwhelming odds against him, Santiago refuses to give up and is determined to prove himself as a worthy adversary to this creature. The marlin assumes many roles that extend beyond being merely a fish caught on Santiago's line. It serves as a symbol, it serves as a catalyst for the plot, it serves as an adversary, as an ally, and a conduit for Santiago's enlightenment. From when it first appears, the marlin embodies a dynamic of push and pull, showcasing itself not as a passive victim but as an active participant in Santiago's struggle, an opponent that is worthy of respect and admiration. The marlin's immense power and resilience manifest immediately as it takes Santiago's bait and then proceeds to pull his boat. The marlin resists capture, and this establishes a surprising relationship that is characterized by mutual labor, mutual drive, and the mutual and shared need to survive. Santiago recognizes this and he feels empathy for the marlin. He views their conflict as a partnership against death itself. Both engage in a struggle of survival, and Santiago, feeling the physical pain of the battle as the fishing line cuts into his hand, forges a bond like that is similar to a Christ-like connection. After 3 days, the conflict reaches its climax when the Marlin makes a final attempt for freedom, only to meet its demise at Santiago's hand. And despite ending the Marlin's life, Santiago respects the Marlin deeply, and it prevents him from wishing to sell it to anyone who would not honor its magnificence. This suggests a lasting bond between Santiago and his prey, where honor and meaning transcend death, especially after a monumental battle between these worthy adversaries. The Marlin's death signifies Santiago's eventual triumph, mirroring the fish's victory in defeat. Just as the Marlin comes alive with his death in him, Santiago finds a sense of rebirth and victory within his own exhaustion. This sentiment echoes in the final scene as Santiago, dreaming of lions, finds his peace, signifying the end of struggle and the acceptance of life's truths. In essence, the Marlin embodies a multitude of symbolic and thematic elements, serving as both a literal and metaphorical entity in Santiago's journey. Its significance extends beyond being just a prey and encapsulates the themes of resilience and the cyclical nature of life and death. Through Santiago's connection with the Marlin, Hemingway crafts a narrative rich in depth and meaning, and it invites readers to contemplate the profound truths of existence. Thank you.